Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves for the Sony PlayStation 2. In the last episode, we got Crusher the Squid on our side. And that mission took more time than I thought it would. However, we have finally gotten all of Day 2 finished, and now it's time to head to Operation Reverse Double Cross. It's time to get that into action. So, we need to commandeer the ship and get out of here. And it's a little easier if we go this way first rather than going northwest and trying to go between islands and failing miserably. I'd rather not go northwest because there's going to be a lot of ships going around. I may run into the coast like I'm about to right now. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. And get amazingly slowed down, which is something I do not want to have happen. Because once you get close to a beach, like ridiculously near a beach, you do get slowed down tremendously, and it's kind of tough to get out, especially when there's a ship or two nearby just ready to just run into you and initiate combat that you don't want to initiate. So, let us get on the open water southwest of where we start, and we should be able to get somewhere. Alright. Checking the map constantly, so that way I know where to go. And what do you know? I've already made it. We just need to go past here, between right under this arch, and we should be able to get out of here.
Battle stations, we're headed into action.
It's gonna be tight sailing in here, Sly. Keep an eye on the rocks.
Alright. We now face the Death's Head. It is now time to shoot at this thing. Really? It's now time to shoot at this thing and hit it with everything we have. And by starting with that side first, and then going over here, really? Well, I'm going to have to hit it with something, I suppose. And now we're going to have to turn. Stay away from the rocks here. We are now completely behind this thing. And that thing is now very, very, very much exposed. More exposed than a Review Tech USA video. I can't believe I'm mentioning Review Tech USA.
LeFwee's masts are down. Ram them and jump on board.
Really, Cooper? A bad choice boarding a ship packed with over 100 pirates. Sure your keen is up to the task of cracking all our skulls?
I don't know about all of you, but yours, I'm sure it can manage.
Restrain this man and keep your distance from the enemy vessel. This smells of lubber trickery. Take heart, boys. Been a while since we witnessed a good plank walking.
Well, we're forced to walk the plank now. Now that we've gotten on board and surrendered. As I was saying earlier, as long as you can get away from the sides of the Death's Head where the cannons are, and you can get at the front or the rear of the ship and fire away from there, battle's no problem. Anyway, we need to get Captain LeFwee angry as part of the plan. And We could insult the ship and his crew, but probably won't get us very far. However, he is trying to make us walk the plank, and yeah, like, that's the most creative thing in the world. Let's try that.
Making me walk the plank? You're the pinnacle of creativity, LeFwee.
Not creative. I'm the smartest man in the seven seas. You slanderous scabbard.
And now that we've gotten him to insult us, we've gotten him angry a little bit. But yeah, I kind of agree with Sly here. The slander scabbard crack was indeed pretty weak. Maybe we can play off of it. That's exactly what we're doing. We're going to make fun of his pirate talk.
You've got a real knack for pirate talk. Put two nonsense words together and pow! Scary pirate name-calling.
Bah! You might be quick with the put-downs, but who's got the hidden girl? Ha ha ha! Me! You'll never find her.
Now it's time to trick him into exposing where he's hidden Penelope. And to do that, well, you can't mock his skill at hiding her. Because, let's face it, Captain LeFwee is more than likely going to have a comeback for that. And I doubt that mocking his attractiveness to women isn't going to work well either. So, let's mock his ability to keep Penelope prisoner and see what happens.
I'm not worried about Penelope. A girl tough as that will free herself by tomorrow morning, then come and steal your wallet.
Ha! That chickadee will never escape her skull keep. She's locked up in irons, and there she stays until she agrees to love me, despite all my faults. Now be the time sharks launched on your parts.
You're the captain. Step on it, Murray. They've got Penelope locked up in the Skull Keep.
Check! What? The lubber's getting away! After 'em, boys! Send up the signal flags! 'Tis all out war!
Heads up, Murray. The whole town is trying to blast us.
And all we need to do is just take the jolly boat all the way to where that marker is, hope without running into anything or getting shot at the same time, and we should be able to do this.
I'll make a run for Penelope. You keep the boat safe. We're gonna need it for the escape.
Safe as a baby. Now get moving.
Sly, there's a back route up the Skull Keep. Jump on the floating boxes. Penelope and I made a walkway all the way to the top.
And we might as well head to the Skull Keep, and from here we get onto the beach, and we take the same route of the floating boxes that we took with Bentley not that long ago, back when we were still in day one. I would comment on whether or not this is more difficult than doing it as Bentley. I want to assume that doing it as Bentley was a little easier because you had a triple jump, but you could still easily do this with Sly if you know what you're doing. Now to go up this walkway and go into this door before the bad guys catch up.
Penelope, that you? It's time for a rescue. LeFwee. He's good.
Ha ha! The landlubber fell for it! Hook, line, and sinker! Thinks he can outmaneuver the smartest man on the seven seas? Ha ha! Not hardly. First Mate Jones,
Aye, aye, sir.
take a battalion of your best men and raid the Cooper ship. There's sure to be some lingering rats aboard.
What? Sir.
Don't cut me off while I'm speaking, or I'll cut you off from breathing.
The Cooper ship is making for the open water, sir.
Oh, rats indeed. Make full sail with what must we got. If they make it out to sea, we'll never catch them.
Aye, aye, sir. Bentley! Sly's all blown up, and LeFwee's boat is gaining on you.
Keep it together and meet me at the mouth of the harbor. If I can get into deeper waters, I should be able to give this guy the slip.
But Sly!
Keep it together. We're not done yet.
Blast! They'll make it out to sea in this wind. Jones! Aye, sir. Load the cannons and prepare to come about. If the breeze don't help, we'll fall back on iron and powder. Fire! Avast there! Afraid you didn't quite make it out of the harbor. Prepare to surrender your vessel.
Sorry, LeFwee, but I'm sure this water is deep enough.
Deep enough to be your grave.
Guru, Crusher, now!
Oh, my thunder!
This Crusher? Crusher! Wedding! Hadodata! Horiria!
Good to see you, too. I'll focus on freeing Penelope. You take care of any pirates that might come up on deck. Use the left and right analog sticks to control your tentacles. Then hit the R1 button and L1 button to smash guys.
And from here, this is where we start playing as Crusher the Squid. Left analog stick moves the left tentacle up and down. Right analog stick moves the right tentacle up and down. L1 lets the left tentacle strike, while R1 lets the right tentacle strike. You'll need to pay attention to what you are doing, and pay attention to all 4 of the corners of the ship, so that way you can hit all these guys before they can get the Bentley and do some damage to him as he's trying to free Penelope from inside of the ship.
1 down, 3 to go.
There are 4 locks on the ship, meaning that it's going to take time to break all 4 of these said locks and get Penelope freed. So you'll really need to pay attention and buckle down and hit all these guys. There is a pattern to this early on, but it eventually gets faster, and then the enemies eventually break that pattern. And now we've got 2 of the locks broken. We need to keep up the pace here. And we just need to pay attention to what we're doing. And hopefully we'll be able to do things. If I can do this without Bentley getting hurt in any way,
Bentley?
that'd be great.
Is that you up there?
It's a rescue, Penelope. Hold tight.
And we have 1 lock to go. And he got hit. Not what I wanted exactly. And he's getting hit again and again.
Done.
Somehow made it.
Bentley! Yo.
Call off your squid, or the girl gets it.
Back off, Guru. I'll deal with this guy.
Aye, that you have. Set me up to think I'd outsmarted you, then pulled me into the deep water with this beast. I tip me hat to ye. You're the cleverest man I've ever had the pleasure of beating.
You getting this slide?
Yeah, I've got some perspective on the situation.
Avast!
Guru, get Sly. He can't swim.
Aye, shipmate, but who'll be helping? You.
Ah!
Nobody touches that turtle. But me.
Me pirate flower finally blooms. Yet ye'd favor this cripple over me, the smartest man on the 7 seas?
Oh, I do like smart guys. And he beat you at your own game. You tell me who's more intelligent.
Be still my heart and quick me blade. 'Tis time for a duel. You and I'll make the mating dance of death.
And from here we have our actual boss battle.
Use the left analog stick to jump and duck.
So up jumps. And when he's leaning away from the screen, you press triangle. So when he's doing that, triangle to swipe the sword to the right and smack him away.
Yarr!
Get back here.
And for this, you hold down the duck, and when he's leaning towards the screen, you press square. Left and right on the D-pad or left analog stick also allows you to move back and forth when you need to. So you always want to keep pressing forward so that way you can knock this guy off of whatever part of the mast you're on.
Stand and take it.
And for the third part of the battle, we're mixing it all together.
Collar!
Pay attention so that way you know when to duck, when to jump, and whether to press square or triangle.
Mar!
You definitely don't want to get hit here. And if you get knocked off, you're doing this whole battle over.
That's it.
Smartest man on the 7 seas!
LeFwee was beat, outsmarted by our own resident genius, who'd done more than just rescue a team member. He'd won himself a girlfriend. It was nice to hear him talk. They'd have these conversations the rest of us couldn't even follow. Far as I could tell, they were made for each other. Dmitri was in love too. The new diving gear had gone to his head. We were informed that he'd be our frogman for the Cooper Vault job. Not that any of us had even asked him. For the first time in memory, Carmelita didn't show up and cart everyone to jail. Oh well, I'll send her a postcard. You know, I'd hate to have her feel left out.
And also for the first time in recent memory, the primary antagonist of the episode doesn't get arrested. They're straight up dead. Anyway, we have completed episode 5. How well did we do? 227! That's not bad. That's not bad at all, considering all the gold farming that we had to do, as well as our high seas hijinks that we had to pull off in the second half of the episode. And the team is now complete. Dead Men Tell No Tales is the last episode before we go after the antagonist of the game, Dr. M. That will be handled in Honor Among Thieves, the 6th and final episode of Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. Up until this point in the game was a series of flashbacks in the form of 5 missions where we went around the world, found some crack members for our Cooper Vault job team, all the while dealing with all sorts of enemies and criminal masterminds in the places where we've been. With Honor Among Thieves, we're pretty much in the now. The flashbacks stop, and we go back to where the beginning of the end left off. But that will have to wait until the next video. So, join me next time where we start episode 6. And, by the way, before I forget to mention it, episode 6, it's not going to be like the first 4 episodes and the first half of the 5th. You're not going to have a safe house. You're not going to have any abilities to buy. It's one job after another, with your checkpoints being the job complete screens that you're going to see every so often when you get part of the Cooper Vault job done. It's just job after job after job in quick succession, all the way up until the final confrontation with Dr. M. And I will start explaining stuff in detail in the next video. So join me then, why don't you? Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!